It's happening slowly, quietly, and painfully, but it's happening. Jamaica, the sprint capital of the world, is starting to lose its athletes. From whispers of million-dollar deals to rumors of athletes switching allegiances, the nation that once produced unbeatable champions like Usain Bolt and Shelly Fraser-Pryce is now at risk of losing the next generation. So why is this happening? Why are elite athletes, some even national icons, considering jumping ship? Today we dive deep into the real reasons Jamaica is losing its athletes, and we bring you raw fan reactions from across the island and the diaspora. Let's start with the obvious. Jamaica is more than a country in the Caribbean. When it comes on to sprinting, Jamaica is a global empire. From the days of Donald Quarry to Merlin Ottey to the unforgettable era of Bolt, Fraser-Pryce, Veronica Campbell-Brown and Asafa Powell, Jamaica built a legacy of dominance that the world could only admire and envy. But this empire wasn't built overnight. It was forged through competitions like champs, passionate coaches, raw talent, and national pride. So how did we go from that to this? To top athletes thinking about running for other countries? The uncomfortable truth is, while Jamaica has the talent, it doesn't have the financial structure to support its athletes long term. Turkey is reportedly offering Jamaican sprinters up to 500,000 US dollars just to switch allegiance, and that's before the performance bonuses, stipends, housing, healthcare and sponsorships. For context, that's nearly 100 million Jamaican dollars paid upfront. Now imagine being a world-class athlete, dealing with injuries, lack of funding and little national support, and suddenly you get that offer. Wouldn't you consider it too? For many, it's not about betrayal, it's about survival. Athletics is a short career. You may only get one shot to secure your future. Now let's talk about what's happening within the system. Many athletes, including Olympic medalists, have spoken out about the lack of communication, inconsistent funding, poor facilities and even politics that affect selections and opportunities. Take Elaine Thompson here for example. A living legend. She faced injuries, being left out of national relay teams, and according to fans, has been largely underappreciated by the powers that be despite making history. One fan commented, "Elaine gave everything to Jamaica and they can't even protect her legacy. That's a disgrace." Others feel the Jamaica Athletics Administration Association is out of touch and that younger athletes are watching these situations unfold and deciding early that their future might be brighter elsewhere. The public response? Explosive, divided, and emotional. On social media, fans are going back and forth. Here are some of the comments. And I think those concerns are some legitimate concerns. Now, there's a sense of betrayal, but there's also a wave of understanding. Many fans are finally waking up to the fact that behind the medals and the flags, these are people with real struggles and real needs. Turkey isn't just throwing money randomly. This is part of a calculated strategy to build a powerhouse team by recruiting elite athletes from countries like Jamaica, Kenya and Ethiopia. They have done it before. Athletes like Yasmin Khan and Jack Ali Harvey were born elsewhere but now compete under the Turkish flag. These countries see what Jamaica has and they are ready to invest in it, while Jamaica seems to be underestimating its value. And it's not just Turkey. Bahrain, Qatar, the UK, the US all have rosters sprinkled with naturalized talent. The international transfer market is alive and real. Jamaica must wake up before it loses its crown jewels. So what happens if this trend continues? Jamaica's depth will shrink, its dominance could fade, and champs might become the recruitment grounds. Not for Team Jamaica but for rival nations. What about national pride? We risk losing that also. Development programs? They'll suffer if future stars don't see a long-term reward in representing their homeland. And let's be honest, when these athletes win for another country, it stings. But whose fault is it really? If we don't invest in our own, someone else will. The truth is clear. Jamaica's sprint legacy is at risk. It's not because our athletes don't love the black, green and gold. It's because they need more than love. They need support, resources and a system that puts people over politics. Until that happens, we will keep strange headlines like top junior sprinter considering US transfer. Jamaica's stars are switching allegiance to Turkey. And each time this happens, Jamaica's heart breaks a little bit more. So now it's your turn. Do you think that Jamaica's athletes should stay loyal or chase opportunities where they are respected and rewarded? Comment below. We want to hear from the fans, the athletes and the people who care about the future of Jamaica track and field. If you found this video interesting, please like, share and subscribe because we'll be following this and more stories very closely. Thanks for watching.